Welcome back everyone to another edition of Figures from the Attic. Today I'm back and this is actually kind of a sentimental piece for me. This is modern, so it's not nostalgic in the sense that this came from my childhood collection, but this looks exactly like the first ring that I ever had when I was a 6-year-old playing with my bone crunching action figures back in the day. This I can picture it in my head. It was made by Jax. It had the same red, white, and blue ropes, the blue kind of aesthetic going on with the turnbuckle and the ring apron and the classic logo. It said WWF instead of the new modernized WWE, but it was that same block letter with the gold and the blue. So this, for all intents and purposes, is the same ring that I had when I was a kid. And it's the first ring that my son, my 2-year-old, 2.5-year-old, is going to have as well. He's been playing with this. We picked it up at Target. I haven't had a ring in my collection for years, so this is the first ring I purchased in probably 20 years, and it's just very appropriate that the first ring that my son plays with is kind of an exact copy of what I used to play with when I was a kid. So that was a cool moment for me, buying that and seeing him play with it. It warms my heart. But I want to kind of review this for you because this ring, again, it's the first ring I've purchased in about 20 years. It's different than I remember them back in the day. The first major difference are the ropes. These ropes are not cloth that you have to tie and then loop around. These are like rubber. They're actual rubber ropes. I can show you. Let me just pop one of these out. And it's one piece. Like I mentioned before, the old school rings that I remember growing up, they would come as like a long string, almost like a shoelace type thing. That you had to tie the ends off and then loop it around. The thing with those was, after a couple of months of playing, they would start getting very loose. They would start losing their tightness, and they would just eventually just kind of like plop off or wilt. These, it remains to be seen how long they last, but I think this is better technology than what I grew up with. As you can see, it almost looks like a workout elastic band, and it does have quite a good give. It goes very nicely in the turnbuckles. And so far, so good. So far, so good. You do get the sticker. You get one sticker for the middle of the ring, and you get, I guess it would be 12 stickers for the turnbuckles with the logo. Unfortunately, they don't include stickers for the ring apron. It would have been nice if they included some of those. I remember my old ring back in the day had some kind of sticker that would go along the sides here. This doesn't have it. It's fine though. The ring itself, the canvas, has a bit of a texture to it. Not sure if the camera can pick that up, but it's not just smooth. It does resemble what the canvas would look like. It has a bit of a texture, so that's really cool. And it has kind of this bouncing action where when the wrestlers are taking bumps, it does go in. And something else that came with is the classic blue cage. This pops in, as you can see. It has these little pegs in all 4 corners. So you just kind of slide those into the turnbuckles. So I thought this was a neat addition. This is like the old school 90s cage. The one that all the guys from back in that era say was horrible to work with because it just had no give and it was hard to wrestle around it. But as an action figure, it looks great. Let me see if I can just easily pop this in. There we go. Get this one over here. Okay. And it's got the door, which opens up. Very nice touch. So the guys can climb up. Let me actually grab one here. I just finished doing a CM Punk Ultimate Edition review. So let's see what he looks like climbing up this cage. Like this. Does he climb up the cage or does he go through the door? I think CM Punk's more of a climb up the cage to get into the ring type of guy. But yeah, very cool. You can kind of stay perched right up there. And look at that. But it's an awesome ring. I found it at Target. I think it was like $49.95. So it's kind of steep as far as, plastic goes, but it does the job. And like I said, the nostalgia factor, it made it an instant buy for me. Very happy with the purchase. I think my son's going to get a lot of use out of this. He's already playing with it basically every single day. Not a lot of stuff holds his attention, but this has held his attention for hours. So if you have a little one, I say go for it. As an overall score for a ring, it sucks that there's no ring apron. It's just plain blue, but it's not one of the more premium rings. You can find a really nice premium ring that has cloth aprons, cloth in the turnbuckles. Those are a little more detailed. That's more for like the adult collector. But if you have a kid, this is awesome. Very, very sufficient for what they're looking to do. So all that considered, I would say 8.5 out of 10 on this ring. But as always, I appreciate you guys watching, commenting, liking. Keep doing it. Keep giving me feedback. It all goes a long way, and I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more.